You are waiting for permission for a decision that is already yours. Many people keep waiting for permission to act even when the situation does not require it. The issue is not confusion or clarity. The issue is that acting independently feels exposed. Why does this happen? Let's look at the reasons one by one. Number one reason why this happens is authority deference. You are conditioned to look upward before acting, even when the decision is within your scope. It can be due to somebody's past experiences of working with a micromanager or an authoritative boss. Or it can also be that you are told by the colleagues that the culture of the organization itself is like that. Number two reason why this happens is fear of social cost. You are not only afraid of being wrong, you are afraid of looking arrogant, careless, or a reportee who is out of line. This may mean losing reputation among colleagues, within senior leaders, which is difficult to restore once damaged. Number three reason why this happens is permission shielding. If a person takes a permission before taking action, it is like permission becomes protection. If the action fails tomorrow, the responsibility feels shared. It is a case where you can always tell your reporting manager or whosoever you are reporting to in terms of the project, you can tell them that we were aligned on this. How does this look like in real world? At work, someone sees a clear issue in a report, process, or client update. The fix is small and reversible, but instead of acting and informing the manager, they wait for approval. Not because permission is truly required, because acting independently feels exposed. So how to understand that if this is happening with you? I will say, ask yourself a few questions. In my last few initiatives, did I act with my own rationale or wait for approval every time? As a thumb rule, I will say, if the instances of you asking for approval or taking approval are more than 50%, then this is happening to you. Second question which you should ask yourself is, am I waiting because approval is required or because action feels exposed? This can be assessed from the feeling which you have while going to ask for approval. Is it because you really feel that because of the authority, because of the designation, because of the process, an approval is required, or just because your action feels exposed in terms of you are taking a decision in front of all the stakeholders? Third question to ask yourself is, would I act faster if I knew I would not be blamed? This is the litmus test. Look at the situations in the past, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, where you are not directly accountable. Does your action or swiftness of action change? If yes, you know the answer. I will say, out of the 3, if anyone is answered as yes, then you are also doing this. You are also asking for permission more often than it should be. So, what to do about it? I will say, follow an action framework. First action which you can take is build your rationale before escalating. When I say rationale, what is the decision you are talking about? What is the reason you are going to your reporting manager or the project leader? What is the risk if you would not go to them? And next step. In simpler terms, I will say any approval or permission seeking should last the test of investigation if happens. Assume you are in a court where a lawyer is trying to prove that permission was not required for this one. And even if somebody is arguing against your point of view, if you are able to withstand that line of questioning, then your rationale is robust. The second action which you can take is clarify boundaries, not every small action. If in genuine case you are unclear or you are working with a person for the first time and do not know their style of working, get an understanding of what decisions do not require a permission. There are people who will give you the freedom to act, and there are some people who want you to come and ask for permission. Understand the person you are working with, where do they lie on the spectrum, and act accordingly. Third action which you can do is frame the language when you are going to a reporting manager. Use update language instead of permission language. Rather than saying, can I do this? Frame the language to, here is what I am planning to do. Do you see a concern? Here is what I am planning to do. Do you have any thoughts about it? Here is what I am planning to do. Am I thinking correctly? Any of these questions are far more constructive and portray you as a self-driven person rather than you asking for permission every time. So I will say every unnecessary wait for approval slows trust and momentum. Permission is useful when authority is unclear, but when the decision is already yours, waiting for permission becomes avoidance.